super savage. Grab your mic, and original. Grab your mic, and original. I am your host with the most entertainment. You can't complain, you won't blame me. Just grab your mic, you're an original. Sit back, relax, cause you're like at home. Thank you for listening and tuning in to me. It's a pleasure to bring you all the gossip that you need. Stand back. I got information. I got facts. Like, who was the first black president and who liked the color black? What's up? It's your girl, Super Savage, and this is the Super Savage Podcast. And we'll grab the mic in the original podcast show. What's up? What's going on with y'all today? And we're going to be talking about a few spring fashion trends, as well as we're going to celebrate the Black History War heroes and delegations. And there's going to be a little bit more to come, so just hold on, and we'll be right back after this break. This is Super Savage, and this is Grab the Mic, the original. Grab your mic and original. Grab your mic, grab your mic. Grab your mic, grab your mic, it's original. Grab your mic. Grab your mic, grab your mic, it's original. Grab your mic, it's original. I'm super savage. I'm here to let you listen to the truth and state your opinion. That's right. Your opinion means a lot. And I like the fact that I get to spend time with you and listen and talk about real good stuff that you can't talk about with nobody else. This is the best podcast. Grab your mic and original. Grab your mic and original. Grab your mic. And we are back. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're talking about good ideas for the spring. So basically, I was looking at a couple of chic things in my closet. Let me see. And I ran across my oversized shoulder pad boyfriend jacket. Man, you remember the ones with the big old shoulder pads? And those are actually in. So don't be hating. Those are actually in. They're real big and poofy. They stick out like you a commando. Those are in for the summer. They're in yellow, navy, royal blue, and whites. So I'm going to definitely give me some more of those. And we got the black face mask. It just says one now. We got the head scarves. They're in, as well as in the colors of auburn and sherbet. We also got the niche, the black mesh leggings. They look like stockings, but they're not. They're see-through, all different kind of designs. And we have the closure piece boots. That, they got the little bitty heel on them, a little wide, and the two toes out. So they're called cowgirl boots, but they're not really cowgirl boots because they're kind of short. But anyway, you can go to Invoke magazine and they'll be able to. It says cowgirl boots on there, but they have those in yellow. So the colors are yellow, auburn, white, black, and misty for spring 2021. Also, We have our dresses that are V neck cut. So you know how we always have back in the 80s they had the V neck cut dresses. So we have those, and we also have the V skirts. So they don't go around your waist. They like go in a V in the front and in the back. I would thought those was pretty cool. So they have those, and they have those in polka dot and sherbet as well. They have some different kind of mask out now that's like a holding piece in the middle. I don't know. It's called like a turtle, and it's kind of like it's kind of rubbery, but it's stable. It's so you can put it inside your mask and you'll be able to breathe, and your mask won't get lipstick and stuff on it and all type of crazy stuff. You know, dirt or whatever. I can't breathe in no way, so. But that's what they're supposed to do. It's called I don't know, but if you got on 3 masks, how the hell you gonna put on 3 turtles? I just say this. They come up with the most redundant stuff. I don't understand these people. You want you wear 3 masks, but you got 1 turtle on. Who gonna hold up all that other stuff? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna hold up all that other shit? I don't know. Don't make sense to me. 1 turtle, 3 masks on. You still can't breathe. And they on TV with no mask on today. And nobody have on no mask today. So basically that's the fashion. For men, they're the khaki sweater pants. The ones that Carlton used to wear when he said it's not unusual to look for anyone. Yeah, those are in. I don't know what y'all laughing for. In Vogue had them, and those are in. And they got the little corduroys too. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. And y'all gonna be looking good up in them, men. Y'all gonna be looking good up in them. Also, fleece turtlenecks. Those are going to be in. Fleece turtlenecks for men, and the blazers. So those are, that's going to be pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like that. At first they said that the groundhog did not see his shadow on February the 2nd, and now we turned around and I guess what? Last week they done conned him to come out again, and he seen it this time. I said. He probably was scared. Hell, I don't know. You know, what y'all doing instead of going back to the man's house for? He didn't see the shadow the first time. They just, people just be, they just redundant around here, honey. I just don't understand the government. Y'all can laugh all y'all want to, baby. I wouldn't have came out if I was the groundhog. Now, it came out once on my scheduled day. Quit messing with me. Shit. So, yeah, we got 6 more weeks of weather, of winter weather. So, get ready for some more rain or... some more sleet and some more... we ain't seen no snow down south, so too much, but get ready for some ugly weather coming here. I think we're looking forward to an ice storm that still ain't iced or nothing. I don't know what... The weatherman need a new job, baby. He sucks. He ain't predicted nothing on it, but COVID-19, that's one thing he predicted. So, those are our spring... trends for 2021, and now we're going to go ahead and go to our Black History celebration. This is a very special occasion for me. I take Black History Month very seriously, so I try to pick out pieces that is very near and dear to my heart. That means a lot. The struggle was real, is real, and always will be real. So. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the honorees for today. We're celebrating the 9 Harlem 9 Hellfighters. You are now listening to Grab the Mic, an original podcast. We're inspired today, Black History Month, fought for their country. Stand tall, be inspired by the Harlem Hellfighters. The inspiring stories of 9 black heroes who risked it all to fight for America. Fight for you and fight for me. Yes, we're truly blessed. Let their life on the line, let their life on the line. Willing to fight for our rights, for equal opportunities. You're listening to Grab the Mic in the Original. I am your host, Super Savage. We're celebrating 9 black heroes who risked their lives to fight for America. Round of applause. Yes, y'all. And that is the 9 black heroes who risked their lives. They were called the Harlem Hellfighters. They served in World War II and the Civil War. They're remarkable. That's all I can say about it. They didn't even have equal rights themselves. They didn't have a home. They didn't have a bathroom. They were black soldiers. They've been serving in the U.S. Army for since the Revolutionary War. And when they both were enslaved and free black men voluntarily, they fought in the trenches amongst white soldiers. And so, despite their sacrifice and services to the United States, these black heroes were magnetized and magnified, and they faced a lot of demoralism and challenges with racial discrimination. So, I just want to say thank you so much to the Harlem Hellfighters. And even after the Civil War, the black soldiers, they were still trained. They still stayed separately from the white soldiers, and they were in the unit of Buffalo Soldiers. They had the Buffalo Soldiers. They was crusaders. They was from the western frontier. They did illegal settling and stuff like that. I mean, so just imagine, being, so ostracized away from your family, fighting for a country that doesn't even like you, that doesn't really, how it was back then. I mean, we didn't have to be back there to know that, it was very horrible. But I mean, I commend them, racial discrimination. They didn't have the same type of boots, and they didn't have the same type of uniforms, and they were basically fighting a war within a war, So let's commend them for that. They were under the president of Harry Truman in the 1948s, which was the Second World War going on. The black soldiers were typically placed in mental non-cabinet posts as cooks and cleaners, and they received limited training. They really didn't know what the heck they was doing out there. So, just imagine. Oh, this is horrible. And they still made it. Made it through. They still were strong. And, I couldn't imagine being there, this time. no time. Slavery was in depth the most struggling thing that I've even have to read back on and encounter as a young African American woman. So they wrote it till the wheels fell off. You can't do nothing but respect that. You can't do nothing but respect that. So we're gonna go ahead and go on. But the Harlem Hellfighters, y'all, give it up one more time. And we cannot leave out Lieutenant Colonel Charity Adams Early. She is the highest ranking black female officer in the World War II. I mean, she's next. Yes, the first private historical black college in the U.S. There was an opportunity for black women, and they took their steps. You don't know you're making history when it's happening. I just wanted to do my job. Charity Adams Early. Yes. The women troop, they took care of the men. They stood in formation, the army. They didn't have public restrooms, but they had a lot of glory. And that's the black women troop story. Be proud and inspire. They put their lives on the line. Be proud and inspired. You can follow your dreams. It's happening. This is the Grab Your Mic podcast, an original, honoring African American troops who went to war for me and you, laid down their lives so we can have equal rights. Laid down their lives so we can have equal rights. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Grab Your Mic, it's an original. And we are talking today about the Black Army, African American troops who fought on the frontier for us way before they even could drink out of the same water hydrant or use the same restroom as a Caucasian male or female. Now, when we left off, we just introduced Mrs. Early, and she's a unique black woman. She graduated from Weatherford University, the first private historical black college in the U.S. with multiple majors in physics and mathematics. She was also a Latin minor in history. She had a unique opportunity, basically, especially for a black woman. Her options were limited, so during her domestic labor working days in the segregation era, which was 1942, she enlisted and inducted into the service on July the 13th. Everybody was telling her she's crazy. You're out of your mind. Why would you want to do that? But let me tell you something about a leader. A leader will go into a storm with a confident mind and poise about themselves and make it through that storm. And you will never know how and why they did it, but they knew that they could conquer it. And that was Miss Easley all day long. That was her. So her answer was you don't know you're making history when it's happening. I just wanted to do my job. So even then, she was just still poised and humble. And I mean, oh my God, I love it. But she found her passion in the Army, and she succeeded. She was the first black pilot for the war, World War II. She also was a part of the first brigade of the Black Women Army um, Corporation troops. She was basically what they did was they went to Europe, and um, they were following the men troop around, the hellfighters, because they were like their nurses. They also did uh, caretaking and cleaning and stuff. So they were just like the nurses on staff, because the men, they didn't have anybody to nurse them or whatever. So that's so also they led 850 women, black women, to accomplish their task. Now, other than taking care of the men, their main objective was mail service. That's what they did. They were mail services. They did the mailing services for the troops, make sure they got their letters and everything like that. So give it up. Yep. That's just a beautiful thing. So the women, they first had to sort mail during the first months. When they first got there, they was backlogged. Okay, and back in the day, there was over 7 million American soldiers, and they were given 6 months to turn that place around. Just imagine it, 6 months to turn it around, and they did, y'all. They did it. They did it with poise and grace, and they went through the same thing that the men troops went through. They went through that. They went through not having a bathroom, and it was just to go through that and still do your job professionally it's remarkable. It's remarkable. So under the smart leadership of Miss Early, the women of the 688 successfully carried out their task in 3 months. I told you, y'all, they did that thing. They weren't messed up. They weren't messed up by nothing. They said, we're going to do it hands down. So then, I guess, they said, well, if y'all can do it in 3 months, guess what? We're going to go ahead and go take y'all to France. So they was like, they excited, And so they went to France, and they delivered over 65,000 letters. That's so amazing. I mean, 65,000 letters. Who would have known? Who would have known? Amazing. Every day, without even a fail, they didn't fail. There was no option of failing. Man, wonderful. They had their stations. They were mending. They had their uniforms. They saluted and everything. I mean, 10 toes down. They were on top of it. I can't help but to be excited, because the women, they just represented, honey. We're going to represent. And black women have always been strong. Color has always been, really, really, really intelligent and poise and grace. And so, I just want to tilt my hat one more time to them women, because let me tell you, some 65,000 letters a day, baby, I can't do it. Paper cuts, okay, I can't do it, but they did it. Okay, they did it. Now, With the success of Miss Charity, well, she was a lieutenant, Miss Charity Ealer. She left the Army shortly after her promotion. Okay, she wanted to go get her husband and have her some kids, but she became a dean at Tennessee A&L College and Georgia State College, and served the board for various community organizations. She started the Black Leadership Development Program in 1982, and it was a mentoring program as well. So she started that. Her contributions in as a commanding officer were largely unacknowledged. So we're acknowledging them now. Until recent years, she basically did not get recognition for having a national women's army. A brigade, 850 women. And so she's now in the History Museum at Southern National Postal Museum. God called her home January 13th, 2002. And she leads a wonderful legacy, and I wouldn't have it no other way. She did it. Thank you so much. It's a blessing. All right. So we're going to take our last break of the day. This is your girl, Super Savage, and you are tuning into Grab Your Mic. It's an original. When we come back, our quote of the day and our final thought. Yeah, be right back. Grab your mic, an original. Grab your mic, an original. I am your host with the most entertainment. You can't complain, you won't blame me. Just grab your mic, you're an original. Sit back, relax, cause you're like at home. Thank you for listening and tuning in to me. It's a pleasure to bring you all the gossip that you need. Stand back. I got information. I got facts. Like who was the first black president and who likes the color red. I can bring you the COVID-19 news, or I can bring you In Vogue's new album. I'm Super Savage, and this is Grab Your Mic and Original. Grab your mic, grab your mic, grab your mic, grab your mic, it's original. Grab your mic, grab your mic, grab your mic, it's original. Grab your mic, it's original. I'm Super Savage. I'm here to let you listen to the truth and state your opinion. That's right, your opinion means a lot. And I like the fact that I get to spend time with you and listen and talk about real good stuff that you can't talk about with nobody else. This is the best podcast. Grab your mic in original. Grab your mic in original. Grab your mic in original. Y'all are original. I am original. So grab your mic. What's up, y'all? We are back on Grab Your Mic. It's an original. And I am your host, Super Savage. So we're going to go ahead and go to our quote of the day. And it's inspirational words of wisdom. So the quote of the day is written like this: every day to inspire and encourage you to seize the day. Gotta seize the day all the time, guys. So you want to live in the moment, but at the same time you want to be poised and seize the day. So it's taking a different perspective can be helpful. A helpful way to help salute different ideas and stimulate the brain. And that was from Jeff Grill and Will Mead. He is a black author. Also, our final thought for today is cherish, cherish um, all living things while they are here on earth. I mean, just cherish it and live in that moment so sincere, because you never know when that flower may lose a petal, or an angel may lose a wing, or you may be called to heaven. I mean, life is changing every millimeter second of the day. So I find myself saying, "Thank you, Lord," so many times a day, because every single day, and there's a there's something I have to, you know, to just my faith, it just grows more and more passionate for life and for others, and that is basically what's going on now with the pandemic and everything. This is a test. It's time for us to stick together. This is not the time to divide. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Super Savage. I will be talking with you all. We'll link back up here this weekend. You can always contact me at Super Savage, Instagram and Facebook, or at robinbuckley18@gmail.com. It's been a blessing to speak with you all today, and thank you for listening to me. And grab your mic. It's an original, and have a wonderful, blessed night. Thank you for listening to my show. I hope you enjoyed yourself, 'cause I did. Oh, we're gonna meet up back here again Wednesday at 12. I'm a podcast. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you. Have a safe rest of the night. I hope you enjoyed my podcast. I hope I made you laugh. I hope you got all the entertainment you needed. Oh, it's time to go, but not forever. Just for a little while, It's time.